How's it going, everybody? Little Joe here. I know it's been a minute. Just got done watching Hunter's first live stream there, his little test. Good job on that. Always fun talking to him. But Hunter, I meant not Bills, but Builds. My dadgum spell check jumped in there. But I meant, how do you any advice on organizing your builds? Because it becomes a big mess for me. And I'm trying to work on getting that reined down. But how is everybody doing today? Got a bit of a mail call to see what's going on. Like I said, I just got done watching Hunters, and a good thing I clicked on because I almost went live the same time he was going to go live, and I'm glad I didn't. That way we didn't have to bounce back and forth on other people's things. And Hunter got to, what's up, man? And Hunter got to check his stuff out, which is really cool. I'm glad he's doing the live stream thing. It's really cool because you can directly talk to people back and forth on a direct basis, which I find is very cool. Hey, how's it going, man? Going pretty good, going pretty good. Well, good and bad. I got screwed on a deal, and I'll be showing you guys that. Got some stuff from Fast Jimmy. I'll be showing you guys that as well. And I got some work, like here's the part of the Cadillac engine for the Cadillac build. And it's a V16, and it is a sumbitch. What? What's up, Jack? What's up, Jack? What you want? Jack hasn't messed with me all day. I fire up this live stream, and here he is. Jack, what you doing, bud? Oh, okay, he's old man. Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? So, I'll just get into what's going on here. I did order some kits from Facebook. I got screwed from a guy named JD. And he immediately blocked me. So, I'm out $70 and I got some junk incomplete kits. But, for the most part, he did screw himself because I'm getting my money back from PayPal and I get to keep the kits. But, let me grab this stuff right quick. I bought the stuff. No, Jack. Go, bud. I bought the stuff and the guy said it was, complete. And then when I got them, they wasn't. Like, that's been burned with a lighter and this has been glued together wrong. He said that he couldn't find the decals for none of them. But this came with 2 sets of decals. And it has no tires, no wheels, no valve covers, no... he robbed all the good stuff out of it, this kit here. Then I got this kit here. He said he had no decals for it whatsoever. And when I opened the box, lo and behold, it's got the decals in it, but it's missing, tires and wheels and bullshit all in here, And then this one. I wanted the Pennzoil car. He said, I don't have the decals for the Pennzoil car. Do you want the STP car? I said, sure. And when I opened this up, I got the STP car with the Pennzoil decals and the STP decals. And a bunch of stuff's missing. He immediately blocked me on Facebook. If I ever see him in public, I'm going to punch him in his face. He was whining to me about how his daddy just died. Well, maybe you deserved it for screwing so many people. I know that's a bad thing to say, but I get mad when people take advantage of me for $70 of my hard-earned work money. Maybe you deserved it. But, and if you're watching, because I told you to subscribe to my channel, I know you did. How's that one? But other than that, it's all good. He's just a punk kid. But PayPal's giving me my money back, and he's going to have to fade that. But I got a little cool package in the mail from Fast Jimmy 71. Look at that cool thing. Look at that cool thing. That's a cool old model there, bud. Very cool. It comes with 2 figures, which I already took out and have them sitting somewhere. And here's the body. And You know, the cover of the box is a little different. Like the windshield is actually straight across on the cover of the box. There's instead of a butterfly blower cover, it actually has a mailbox style blower cover on the car, on the actual car here, as you can see it. But the kit doesn't have that. It has the butterfly blower hatch cover, which is fine. You can change them stuffs around. Yeah, it's a cool kit. Let me grab the two guys here, or Jungle Jim and Jungle Jane, which I think is just really cool. The Revell needs to do more things like this. I don't know what's going on with Revell, but I was hearing something. There's Jungle Jim and Jungle Jane, sexiest woman in drag racing. You know, and his uniform's actually dirty, so I find that to be really cool. I like that. Revell needs to do, yeah, Jungle Pam. That's right. I'm sorry, Jungle Pam. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But okay, here's the Angry Grandpa build. Right here. As you can see, I've got similar wheels. Jimmy sent me another set of wheels so I can chop these wheels up and make it more how it's supposed to be. But I got the front end working. I got the bottom sprayed. It's just going a basic black because, you know, this car will not be seen from underneath on the show circuit, you know. And if you do enough detail, she'll come out good. Of course, the photo etch on the front. I've cut the grill out and put photo etch in it. CT build is right here. It's close to being done. It's close to being done. Very cool car. I like it. I'm glad that it came out well. You know, and I've assembled a few things on the Cadillac. There's part of the chassis. And, of course, the engine right here, this V16. Which is different. I wouldn't say it's the hardest thing I've ever built. I still got to do the other side. The other side looks just like this. I wouldn't say it's the hardest thing I've ever built, but it was definitely a bit confusing because I've never done a V16. You know, most V8s that hit the floor like that. I hope I did my gluing job well. And I lost a valve cover. But that's okay. None of the good stuff fell off, so I'm good. But there you go. You know, I lost a dead gum valve cover. But hey guys, get out. Get out. You guys don't mess with me at all. At all until I fire this camera up and start talking. There we go. Yeah, I was hoping. It's not a 55, it's a 57. It's called a 210. It's not actually a Bel Air. It is a 210. It's a businessman's car. This was the working man's car. If you look, it's a 57 in the front with similar, not exact, but similar than a 55. And oh, that's right, you're talking about the 55 that I fucking pulled. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, 210 post. I know what you're saying. You're just talking about this one, the 55. You know, which, yeah, this one's coming out pretty good. You know, you can see the camera there. And, you know, if you guys can't paint like this and make it that shiny, believe me, it's not that hard to do. It's just a simple little process. And once you figure it out, you got it. You got it. I just tackled weathering, and I'm using a glue method. Well, the 55 is Angry Grandpa's car. And the 57 is a tribute to CT. But yeah, this is Angry Grandpa's car. You know. And it's gonna look good. It's gonna come out good. A lot of photo etch on this car. And it'll do what it do. It'll do what it do. But, you know, I'm real disappointed in these because this is the main kit I wanted. Although I do have the body and the decals and the windshield glass and the dashboard, which is the main thing you need for this kit to work. Everything else is pretty much trash. So I'm very disappointed in that. This here, very disappointed. It doesn't have all the pieces, you know. And you know, neither does this one. Neither does this one. You know, so I mean, it's disappointing that somebody would take advantage of you like that. And he gave me a big, long, drawn-out story. JD is his name, and if you're on these Facebook forums to get these things, JD's has a dark maroon Monte Carlo Super Sport that his daddy left him when he died. That's a giveaway. If you see that guy and you buy on that forum, don't fuck with him. He's a punk. He wants to screw you. You know? He wants to screw you. He didn't even look in these things. You know? He just sent me junk. Just sent me pure junk. Yeah, I have to put a fart sound on the Angry Grandpa car. Great videos. Although I would not have wanted to be present for those, but I did see fart compilations for Angry Grandpa and all that stuff. Here is the Cadillac here. This car is a bit complicated. It's a 60s, mid-60s Johan. Maybe even late 50s. But it's a little complicated. Everything's real brittle, so I got to be very careful. But I'm working on it. Fast Jimmy has another Cadillac. I think he'll be showing today. I think he said. Oh yeah, that man had bad gas. Your dad's getting ready to build the 71s or 72 USA monster truck. Well, he'll build it in 2 days, and it'll look great. You got to take your time on that. Also received this from a subscriber. He sent me a glue bomb. I was looking for the Chevy long wheelbase or the GMC version of this. This is the Chevy short wheelbase, but it gets me started. It gets me started. They must have used some kind of tester's glue on this or something. But this thing gets me started. It's the same as the USA one, original one. But I can clean this up and get it going. I can stretch the bed and I can turn this into a GMC. So, you know, it's a start. And I don't want to start with a fresh model kit because these are vintage. I wish I could find the Chevrolet version of this that's a long wheelbase step side. That would be perfect. But I'm just going to have to just extend it myself. And I appreciate the subscriber. He sent it all the way from Canada. And I really appreciate it. It's just an old beat up glue bomb that was absolutely done for and was just going to be thrown away. And I've got just enough here to make something. There's going to be a lot of scratch building out of it, but I can make a good truck out of this. I really can. So I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So how's everybody going? What do I need for it? Everything. I need everything for it. I don't even have the interior tub. I'm going to have to build an interior tub or make one work. He has 3 of those trucks. Does he have the long wheelbase version? Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm doing good, Twisted Clown. Instead of getting screwed on Facebook, I'm doing good. No, I need, basically I need 2 kits. Well, 1 would do. I need the long wheelbase version with the GMC grill and tailgate. That's what I need. That's what I need. But I don't think I'm going to get them. So I'll just make do what I got. Because in the same sense, if it was a brand new kit, I wouldn't do what I'm going to do with it because those kits are so hard to find. And they're real basic kits, but they're just hard to find, and you don't want to butcher up a new one or a fresh one or one that's never been started. With this one, you know, it's been beat up and screwed up and glued with hellacious glue. You know, I can good God, I can do whatever I want to do with this, you know, and I'm not feeling bad, if you know what I mean. Somebody brush painted this years ago, and I think it was originally blue, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. But she's seen better days. And if and y'all know I can make it look okay if y'all have seen my Johan hearse. Y'all know I can make it look okay. On a 67 Chevy. Cool, cool. That's a 72, I believe. A 72. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's good. It's good. But, yeah, guys, I've just been caught up. I seen where a fella entered his his Ghostbuster Cadillac in our Cadillac build. So, I've got 3 people in it with me so far. It'd be Fast Jimmy, I think Swamp Donkey, and the other fella there. I'm trying to remember his name. He might even be in the chat here. I don't know. I don't know. But he don't know what it's going to be, and that's okay. Neither do I. Oh, and your dad. But your dad has to post a video. He's got to get on there in his underwear and bowl of Cheerios and eat his bowl of Cheerios while he, you know, shows his model kit. I'm just kidding. He don't have to show the model kit. He can just sit there with a bowl of Cheerios. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, Swamp Donkey, I suggest you buy PlayerUnknown Battleground. Badass game. How long is the caddy build for? It's for as long as it needs to be. No real deadline on it. You know how I work this. If you start putting deadlines on it, you start taking the fun out of it. But I do say, don't put it on the back burner forever. You know, get it done. But, you know, no big, long, drawn-out time or a 1-month thing. You know, nothing like that. I would like to see you guys get done in 3 to 6 months. You know, take your time. And just get it done right. That's what I'd like to see. Just got Hunter call the wild. Why get a digital hunting game where you hunt fake deer? I mean, I want to hunt other players. You know, can you be the deer in Call of the Wild? Because that would be interesting. But PlayerUnknown Battleground, if you're not or if you are a gamer, check it out. It's on PC and Xbox One. PlayerUnknown Battleground, very cool game, and I like it. I've been playing it quite a lot. But you know, back to the method at hand here. Just saw Hunter Shelby's new or his little live stream there. Very cool. And he, you know, is doing it for the first time, which I thought was really neat because you can talk with each other back and forth on a very quick thing. You know, it's a one-on-one thing, these live streams. A lot better than just talking to a camera and not getting any responses. But like I said, I wanted to get on here and show you guys that, you know, I'm going to need another kit to finish this. I know that David Heights, I got one of these from him and the Christine from him. I just got to pay him for them, and he's got to send them to me. And I'll have everything to finish this, and I'm pretty sure everything but the decals is in the Christine car. This car here, I will figure out how to do what and whatever with it, and get it done whenever I do decide to do it. You know, and this car here will ultimately be the Pennzoil car, because that's what I wanted to do to begin with. And the dumb idiot, the guy, he didn't have the decals for the Pennzoil car, but the STP car has the decals, because the Pennzoil decals were in with the STP decals, you frickin' Nimrod. And this is the same guy that screwed me on my stuff. You know, so PayPal's giving me my 70 bucks back, and I get to keep this crap that I really can't use. But it gets me started. It gets me started. For the Ramming Rambulance, I can't wait to see the intro video to it. It's one of my favorite kits. The three kits that I wanted was the Surfing Hearse, which I have. I just got to dig the pieces back up, make sure I got all of them. And the Ramming Rambulance and the Holland Hearse, which I already have the Holland Hearse done. Not my greatest work, but it's done. And I think that I'm going to get on that Holland Hearse next. I mean the other hearse next, because it's got to be taken down again and redone, because I messed some things up that I should have done in the interim and didn't do it. So that's my bad, my fault, my mistake. You got to do what you got to do. But your dad has a GMC grill right beside me, and I'm sure you'll tease me with it. I'm needing the long wheelbase bed, the GMC tailgate and grill. Now the long wheelbase bed comes from the Chevy, but I need the long wheelbase bed, the front grill, and the rear tailgate from the GMC, and a tub. Yeah, I'll be live for just a few more. But I'm not going to be on here too much longer because I got some things to do today. And I'm overwhelmed in my builds and my models. I've got, maybe 300 models, 350 models. And they're starting to spill out into other rooms of the house. And builds are getting stacked on top of builds. And I'm trying to get organized right now because I'm overwhelmed with my builds. I'm overwhelmed with my cars. I am just overwhelmed all around. And I just got to get that. I got to snap that in order. Just put up a final on the classic plastic build. Did anybody see it? It was a very short final done outside, just to show that it was done, so Pappy could tell everybody that it was done, because he likes doing that. Yeah, man, keep an eye open for parts, because I'm just needing parts, man. And, any old USA 1 kits, I need the chassis and stuff from it, and the roll bar and whatever. But, yeah, I didn't realize Hunter Shelby had an issue with Atlanta. I don't know what the issue is, and I'm not spreading rumors or anything like that. But I had asked him if he was ever coming, and he said some stuff had been started. I don't know what that is, but it sucks, because Hunter is a great guy, and he's fun to be around, and I enjoyed bumming cigarettes from him, because I bummed a few cigarettes from him when I ran out. But I enjoyed being around him. Great personality, wonderful builder, and his stuff in person is mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing, He's, if he puts a TV in a truck, it works. He's talking about making running water in a truck. I mean, like, the guy, he's a genius when it comes to these things, and he's been doing this wonderful build series that a lot of people can learn from, which I have learned from, watching, because I am not a good builder in reality. I just, slap it together. I have a good knowledge of cars. I have a great knowledge of automobiles. So I can do things that are correct, but, they don't necessarily look good. But Hunter is one of our great builders on YouTube. Top tier. Now Don Yost would be too, but Don, you got to pay to see his channel, which, I'm not against, because I would love to do something like that. I just can't afford to see it, so I don't subscribe to it. But I mean, I subscribe to his channel, but there's a Patreon thing to where you get other videos. I don't get to see those other videos, but you know, you got Dr. Cranky, who's just amazing with, you know, kit bashing things together and weathering and base building and all, you know. So you got Hunter and Doc, you got Fast Jimmy, of course, and you got CT. There's some of the top builders there, you know, and I don't fall in that category. I just hold on to some coattails, and I've been lucky enough to befriend Jimmy, Dr. Cranky, and CT, and, you know, actually be in their person, you know, be with them, hang out their houses and stuff, or, well, Doc's house. But, you know, I've been lucky in that way, so I wouldn't consider myself a competition builder like Hunter. You know, I'm just a builder like you guys, but I would like to think that my builds are getting better. You know, I would like to think that my builds are getting better, and that's what you can strive for. Each build has to be a little bit better than the last one. You know, work on your weaknesses. Don't do a bunch of stuff that you don't know how to do. If you've never cut the doors and the trunk open on a car and hinged a front end and tubbed it, do not do all that in one car. You know what I mean? Because it gets whew. Because I've done it. I've opened up some doors on a few things and just never finished them. Because I'm not good at doing that. I'm not good at doing that. But I can be. You can be good at anything you try. Yeah, Pappy does some nice work too. He does. Yeah. I mean, you know, you got Many Dreams as a good builder. A lot of good builders out there. You know, a lot of good builders. I think the reason why I have as many subscribers as I do is that I've been on longer than a lot of people, and I never stop running my mouth. So you never know what's going to come out of it. You know, but I don't consider myself a top tier builder on YouTube. There's a lot better builders out there than I. I like to think that when I get a car done that it's detailed nicely, you know, that it's done okay. And everything that I've tried these past few months has worked, except for the funny cars. The funny cars have kicked me in the dick. They really have. I have messed up some funny cars this year and some pro street cars, and I just don't know if I got the knack for it. Guys like Full Throttle Customs, who is just incredible and probably the best pro sportsman, pro street builder on YouTube, is right there, Full Throttle Customs. You know, I want to do this kit, but I'm scared I'm going to destroy it. I got to get another kit to make this work. But, you know, a lot of people use those chassis. This here is a different chassis, and so is this one. But I'm going to do, you know, these kits and try to get them, you know, as best as I can. As best as I can. But people like Full Throttle Customs, they're just wonderful. I would love to have some of his work because it's just incredible. Yeah, it is a cool kit, the 57. Unfortunately, I was robbed. But this is also a cool kit here. This one here, look at that. It's a Monza. It's a Monza, very cool kit. And the Pennzoil version of this car, this STP version, very lackluster to me. It just doesn't look cool to me. Doesn't look nice. But the Pennzoil version of this car is awesome, and I have the decals in here for the Pennzoil version, so that's the version that I will do whenever I do it. I can't answer that, Swamp Donkey, because it kills the live stream. Let's see here. Oh! There's the Pennzoil decals. And here's the STP decals. But yeah, there's things just robbed. Look at all that stuff is missing off that chrome tree. You know, valve covers and tires and wheels are gone. The shocks are gone. The bottom of the engine is gone. Everything is gone from this fucking thing. So it'll be a lot of scratch building or whatever it is when I decide to do it. But yeah, the 57 is something that I want to tackle along with the 55 like this. This is a very cool kit. I like it a lot. I think that if you take your time with this, you can really build something nice. You can really build something nice. But unfortunately, this is shit because the guy screwed me. Yeah, Styrene Junkie 73 is up and running again. Pretty cool. Yeah, all the good parts are gone. You know, and luckily this chassis is shared with several other chassis. You know, so I can get the parts I need, but here it is. And I like it. I do, I like it. But most of the parts are gone, so what do you do? What do you do? Yeah, that's even nipped in half. He just took the whole half of that. It's gone. There's a whole other parts tree he just took. But it is what it is. What do you do? Sometimes you meet pricks like that screw people out of their hard-earned money. And when I contacted him and said it wasn't right, these 3 kits were just kit bashed and everything was gone out of them. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Give me a list of parts. I grabbed the wrong box, so I gave him a list of parts. He sent me pictures of all the parts that came out of the boxes. Here's the parts. Sorry about that. I will get them to you. I said, thank you. Then he blocked me from PayPal and from Facebook. So I contacted the Facebook page and I contacted PayPal and they're going to give me my money back. He didn't even give me a return address with this stuff he sent me. So he knew what he was doing. It is what it is. So I'm getting my money back and he's getting in trouble. Because you can't just keep screwing people. From what I've heard, he's done this to several people. So he'll get his. Alright, Cadillac build again. I'll just show y'all right quick. The chassis has not been painted, just the engine. I'm not going to be wiring it because you can't see the wires. They actually go underneath a pan. And the plugs mount from the inside of the heads, not the outside of the heads. Just a old school thing they used to do. And you can't, once the engine is in, you can't really, you know, see. I did a lot of detail that I shouldn't even have needed to do because you can't really see it with this old style engine or with this old chassis. But let's see. There's the valve cover. Where's the valve cover? I'm looking for the valve cover, Charlie. Where's the valve cover, Charlie? I need the valve cover. That's right, baby. Come on, man. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Alright. There's the engine inside the chassis there. As you can see, it sits down in there pretty good. You know, the main fit and finish on this car is going to be the paint on the body, you know. Which is with all models, man. You're only as good as what you paint, you know. Building models isn't so much about gluing pieces together as it is about how well you can paint what you put together. And learning how to blend, spraying something. A lot of people will do their interiors, they'll hand brush the whole interior. And it looks good. And then I'll hit with a satin coat of clear, and it kind of gets rid of the brush strokes. But the key is spraying something one color, then hitting it with a satin clear to lock it down, and then doing all your detail work and retaping and doing whatever, you know, and using your brush. I find that works well. I'm still learning about these pins and working with these pins. They're very fragile. Once you, I mean, people say you can touch it after a while, and you can, but it immediately goes dull. So once you use this, don't ever touch it again. So this needs to be the last thing you do to a certain area of the model, as they put it. But anyway, I just wanted to do this little update. I'll show you guys these cars again. Working on the Angry Grandpa build. I got the engine done too, but it's in the other room. You know, in the CT car and the stuff Jimmy got me. And I appreciate you guys tuning in for just a little chat on Sunday. Sorry I hadn't been around, dealing with life stuff, you know, dealing with life stuff. That's what we all have to do. Working on my motorcycle, I've decided that I got screwed and I can't get a title for it. So I'm building a chopper. What's up? So I got an FXR, and if anybody's a biker, they know what an FXR is. It's an 87 FXRP, the old police bike, rubber mounted. So I got to find a rubber mounted frame. I can use a wide glide frame if I want to. I do not like soft tails. I hate soft tails. So, you know, it's either going to be a wide glide frame or a chopper frame, maybe a Paco frame with some nice rake on it. What I'd like to do is use the wide glide frame and put some of those triple trees on it that kick the front end out a little bit more, and that'll rake her as much as I need her raked or would want her to be raked, and I can use that to make my basis for my chopper, you know, because I can't use my bike. My bike is it's junk, basically. I rebuilt the whole thing, got it from the guy, rebuilt it, and you know, I'm a biker, so I bikered it out. I didn't put nothing fancy on it. I just rebuilt everything, made it new. And I just pushed it out into the yard. And sick of looking at it, because you can't do nothing with it. Can't ride it. What if something happens and they take the bike, you know? But this is my old FXRP police bike. Engine's brand new, transmission's done. It's got brand new tires. The tires still got nipples on them. They still got nipples on them, if you can see. I don't know if you can see or not. But they're brand new. The whole thing's brand new. And I can't do nothing with it because I can't get the bike titled. So, I am going to strip everything off of this frame because the frame has been deemed destroyed. And the guy knew it when he did the trade with me. And I'm going to put this either... FXR frames are really expensive. I can't afford an FXR frame, especially an FXRP. This is the rarest model of the FXR, and it was the FXRP, which stood for Pursuit, and the model was called the Harley-Davidson Defender. And everything's been took off of it, the police stuff anyway. But you can still see here where it had the fairing that mounted on. It didn't move. Very rare motorcycle. Very cool motorcycle. For all you Harley-Davidson buffs out there, you know exactly what you're looking at right here. For anybody else, it just looks like a motorcycle. But this bike will be a chopper, is what it'll be. What year is it? It's 85. It's the bad boy. This is the bad boy. You know, it's got the dual calipers in the front. It's got the real high floorboards for the police. You know, still got that old police style thing. You know, rare motorcycle. It's a very sought after motorcycle. Bikers that ride, and that are real bikers, not doctors that decide to buy a Heritage Softail, because that's what the Harley shop pushed on everybody for years, is a Heritage Softail, which I hate, by the way. But this is a biker's bike. This is the best riding Harley-Davidson pretty much ever made, you know, in my opinion. This is a sweet riding motorcycle. Yeah, I wish I could fire it up. I ain't firing it up. It's been sitting. The gas in the tank is bad, but I did run it till it ran out of gas with the petcock off. So the carburetor's good. But I ain't going to be firing it up. I mean, there's a video on my channel of me getting this thing running again and getting it riding so we could title it, and then we couldn't get it titled. But I'm gonna be turning it into a chopper. And should I be doing this on my channel? You guys want to see it on the channel? Yeah, just for the frame alone. Just for the frame alone. I mean, this is a rare, expensive motorcycle. And I thought I had it. You know, I thought that by getting it how I got it, it had a title, I had fixed everything, that it'd be okay, that it'd be good. You know, and everything would pan out, and I'd have myself my dream motorcycle. This is my dream motorcycle. I have another one. It's a Dynawide Glide 2. It's red with a little fairing and an ostrich skin seat. Anybody know that motorcycle? But I'll be doing her. And you'll watch. This is technically what a real chopper is. This is a chopper. Choppers don't mean it has a long front end. What a chopper is they took a big dresser, a big bike that had a big fiberglass fairing and big fiberglass saddlebags and all this stuff on it, and they take all that stuff off. They chop it all off the bike. They chop it down to nothing, and that's what they call a real chopper. Fat boys are overrated. I don't like that big solid wheel in the front. It moves you around on the interstate. And all the bikers know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm going to ease off of here. I just wanted to, just rant a bit, talk a bit about what's been going on. And if y'all want to see me, let's see. Yeah, the front wheel's way too heavy on that bike. If you want to see me build this on the channel, just leave a comment and I will. I like the solid rear wheel on a bike with the let me turn this around. Solid rear wheel on the bike with the spoked front, and I can show you that right quick because a good friend of mine come by the other day and brought me by some pictures of me in the heyday. Now, I don't know how well you guys will be able to see this, but I'll try. Let's see here. If I can turn this around. Can you see that at all? This is me with my chopper. This is before Hurricane Katrina. This was a long time ago. Me and my chopper. And let's see. Me and my first wife. Boy, I was a heck of a man there. Look at there. Okay, there we go. There's my chopper. This was an old Ironhead 79, which is the worst year you could possibly have. I've got my beer sitting on the president of the Banditos. He wasn't at that time. And I think he was a president here for a while, and now he's a national something. National, his name's Shannon. Really good friend of mine. Love him to death. But he's working on my motorcycle. But that's the look I'm going for right there. There it is. That's the look I'm going for. Right there. You know. So what y'all think about that? I built that motorcycle too. Just like I'll build this one. Might even sell the IROC to get more money to do more stuff to it. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry about my little rant there, but I hope y'all did enjoy everything. And as always, thank you very much for tuning in. Love the fact that you guys actually watch me, because it's just a nice thing. And how are you doing, honey? How was the boat?
It's good.
Is it left and righty?
No, it was pretty stable.
Oh, cool. But, yeah, Steve, been watching your updates there, bud. Been watching your updates. Like that Ford truck. Like that Ford truck. You ought to show your bike, or have you showed your bike? It looks like a Softail. Springer Softail from the picture. Everybody saying hi, Letha.
Hello.
Yeah, it looks like a Springer Softail. I don't like Softails, but that's, me. Teach their own, as long as it's not a Heritage Softail. Cool. Well, all right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Yeah, old Springer. Old Springer. I will have a good one. I will have a good one. So y'all keep in touch, keep in tune, and all that stuff, because I'm going to turn my motorcycle into a chopper live on the channel, sort of. We'll see. I'll probably post some update videos, maybe do some live streams whenever I get it going. At least for the teardown and all that stuff. So, all right, guys, you take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.